Alright, so, hi everyone. We're live streaming again today. Yeah, should be very epic. Today we're playing Tower of Tornado Vehemence, a peak remorseless tower in Zone 4. Hold on, give me a second. You can hear me, right? Okay, hold on, sorry. I'm trying to set up this thing I'm doing now. Where on my iPad I have next to me, I have the chat open so that I can read it without having to alt-tab out of Roblox every time. So that hopefully, in the event that I get raided again, I don't not notice it for like 2 entire minutes. It's quiet. Okay, hold on. Test. That should fix it, I hope. Let me know if it's too loud. I'm still like alt-tabbing out of habit though. Okay. So I guess let's get started. I haven't really warmed up at all, although I was playing Obby Creator a few minutes ago, working on some things, but not really playing any parkour. Speaking of Obby Creator, we will also be playing that later in this stream. We're going to be building a non-Euclidean obby. Before you start the tower, note that the entire frame is can collide false, and that falling here will, or that, well, and that falling will teleport you back to here. Good luck. Inlet parts are falling platforms, and universal parts are loose platforms. So I haven't exactly practiced this much. I was working on this like a year ago, maybe like 10 months ago. Maybe I'll just be able to figure it out. My PB is like floor 3 or 4, I think. The volume is perfect. Okay, good. So, what is there to talk about regarding this tower? Well, there's a bunch of like, I don't know, can't really see it from this angle, but there's like parts spinning around it, and it's like, you know, based on a tornado, hence the name. And yeah, I don't expect to win this today, but I mean, it would be nice if I did. We might also go to practice time to practice things, even though it's not even called that anymore. Does anyone still call it that except me? I'll bet I'm the only person who still calls it practice time. But JToH semi-official practice lobby is a lot more to say, so... Okay, so this thing goes like up here, so we gotta wait for it to come back down so I can have the maximum amount of time, because it will like knock you off the platform if it goes up there, so you gotta do that. You have enough time though, so it's not super tight. Oh yeah, okay, if you want to count that as a shameless plug. Someone else said, anyway, I'm gonna go record a video for my channel, I'll be back later. That's an indirect shameless plug. So, I don't know. Hello, Wheatley from Portal 2. Okay, so, did you see the recent community post I made yesterday? That was, in all caps, talking about how I figured out that you can place your own, in Obby Creator, you can place your own pre-mades on someone else's obby, meaning community towers and SMToH are possible. So here's how I'm thinking I'm gonna like have you be able to submit towers. So I still haven't like fully decided on something yet, but I'm thinking it would basically be you could submit one if you're one of the first 3 people to legitimately win one of the, like, the Soul Crushing Tower and Citadel from the previous ring. So for example, after I finish the Citadel for ring 3 and like I'm ready to start ring 4, I could build 3 towers on my own, and then the remaining 3 tower slots, because there's 6, that way they can be like good due to, you know, part limit related things. So the remaining 3 would be, so it would be, okay, it's really hard to explain what I mean, and I was like trying to decide a way to word this, and it's like really not easy. So there are 3 tower slots, and you could submit one, or okay, let's say there's 1 tower slot available. So to be able to submit your own tower for that, you need to be one of the first 3 people to legitimately win, let's say, Tower of Music Theory Mayhem. Of those first 3 people, they would, 1, get a player model of themselves in the TOMTM lobby, you know, because they were the first 3 legit victors. Again, I was trying to explain this, I don't know. I'm not really focusing on the parkour at the moment. So, yeah, those first 3 would get to submit a tower, and then of those 3, that's what I would choose from as to which one I actually add. But the order they actually won the tower does not affect, like, I don't favor the tower built by the first victor, so it's equal. What do you think of that? Let me know what you think of that. Ever thought of doing obby creator minigames for some type of reward? Yes, I have, actually. For ring 4, I was thinking I could do something slightly different, maybe. So, I mentioned this a long time ago in a stream, or 3 or so. But I was thinking I could do maybe, like, okay, you may have, see, I don't know what I'm saying. It'd be like JToH Jeopardy, or Obby Creator Jeopardy. It's like questions about JToH and obbies, but most of them are JToH. Some of them are Obby Creator and stuff, though. So it could be like, maybe for another tower slot, it would be like the 3 winners of those, or something. Or maybe for ring 4, I could do 3 towers built by me, and then the rest are like 6 steeples. And then someone was also saying, I don't know why I'm doing so bad at this. Do you have to beat both? No, you don't. And then, like, yeah, someone else was saying I could do a sub-realm of community-submitted towers. So that's also a thought. So, what are your thoughts on that idea? Let me know in the live stream chat. I think you should make a Discord or something for people to submit them and then have a small community besides YouTube polls and comments. Yeah, I know. I'd probably have to make a Discord server for that. I don't really know what I would do besides that, but I mean, I guess that's enough of that. So yeah, when someone is selected to have their tower in SMTOH, they would, this is probably during a live stream, or maybe like somehow it could be coordinated through Discord. They'd join me in Obby Creator. I'd give them edit permissions on a blank Obby slot of mine. They'd place a pre-made or 2, depending on the parts of their tower, on that, and then do a few other changes to make sure it worked, it moved the pre-made correctly. Then it's now on my Obby slot. Then I'll use pre-mades again to move it to the actual ring or sub-realm. Okay, nice. New personal best. Now let's see. We have this wraparound thingy. So wait for that to disappear. Okay. Could tower contain lore of SMTOH? No. Probably not. Oh yeah, that's mainly for like the towers I build, because, you know, I have the whole story planned out and everything. That was close. And you may have noticed in another recent community post I made, I asked how many parts you typically use per tower, and most people were saying, you know, around 400 or less. So that's what I'd probably make the part limit for towers be, but I don't think it would have to be, like, extremely strict. So, like, you know, if you went a little bit over, I probably wouldn't really mind that much. But, like, 450 is probably like the actual limit. But like, don't think of it as that. Like, try to keep it at 400. But if it's like, yeah, yeah, the part limit is 400. I repeated that because I read someone's chat saying that. Okay, now what is this? I think these are all like connected. All these things. They're like, okay, yeah, they don't really move that much. Oh, and those spin. That could have been bad if I didn't notice that. Roro, what video made your channel blow up? Probably the how to make a JToH ring in Obby Creator, and then later how to make a JToH tower in Obby Creator. Original one. People who beat the soul crushings should still get their avatar placed as a token of the achievement, but I think anyone should be able to submit towers. Possibly. I could do, like, in the main ring, it could be based on... The 3 remaining tower slots could be based on the Citadel and Soul Crushing victors. And then I was also thinking maybe Tower Rush victors for the previous ring. I know I don't have Tower Rushes for them yet, but I could make them. It'd pretty much just be a button that activates different teleporters for the wind pads that move you to the next one. That would be the part limit would be an issue in ring 2, though, but I could figure that out perhaps. And then anyone else who submits towers, it could be in a sub-realm. Hold on, so these are falling platforms, I think. So I gotta, like, time this. Nice. I can make some decent towers, not really the greatest, but they're alright. For this spinner, you'll need to pay attention to the symbols on the left side to figure out which buttons to hit or deactivate. Wait, what? For this spinner, you'll need to pay attention to the symbols on the left. Oh, yeah. I remember this. The white pad is the button deactivator, by the way. First, let's just land that wraparound. So, yeah, I need to hit the dark gray button. Then I need to, like, reset it. Okay. So, dark gray is always going to be on the right, it looks like. So jump here, press that, wait for this to go through here, reset it, press light gray, that opens there. What do I do? Do I press both of them? That works. And then I jump off. Nice. Well, now nice that I've actually made the jump. JToH, but I play Tower of Tornado Vehemence under a tornado watch. How modern do you want the towers to be for Ring 4? If you're asking this for, like, you want to build something to submit, like, don't get too excited about being able to submit things yet. So, like, I'm still sort of figuring this out. But, pretty modern, I guess. You know, kind of like the ones in Ring 3. Of SMTOH, not JToH. Maybe like or Zone 4 plus of JToH. I don't. How do you define modernness? Okay, so these are elevators, and where am I trying to get to? This platform. So, jump. I'm actually doing pretty good at this. Of course, every time I say that, I end up falling immediately. See what I mean? Lag. Just turn that down until the lag is gone, which it's now gone. I played Pet Simulator X in JToH for 24 hours. Sure. I define modernness whether there are darker colored platforms in the middle of the platform or not. Oh, that is okay. I guess maybe I could give some examples of towers that if they were submitted, I'd be likely to accept them. I mean, probably the Ring 3 ones I did from that community post. So, like, Tower of Elevator Maintenance, Tower of Chromatic Chaos, and Tower of Inverted Structure. Speaking of which, according to that thing on Windows, today's apparently Shakespeare's birthday. So when we go play Obby Creator later, we'll play Tower of Inverted Structure. Just, like, it won't take that long. It's, like, 2 minutes. But yeah, I'd probably be likely to submit or accept those. Like, if they have a very unique and creative theming to them, then yeah, I'd be pretty likely to accept those. Of course, that's going to end up depending on the towers other people submitted. So you like towers with a unique theme? Yeah. And of course the actual, like, how well it's built and how well the theme and idea was, like, executed in building. So, like, Tower of Elevator Maintenance, let's see, okay, if Tower of Elevator Maintenance, Tower of Chromatic Chaos, and Tower of Inverted Structure were all submitted by people, which would I be most likely to accept? Bruh. I mean, probably, like, Tower of Chromatic Chaos, because the theme is, like, really epic, and it's, like, a double meaning of the word chromatic. But, I mean, they're all good, so, like, you know, I really don't know. Can I create guides on your mini towers? Sure. Let me open my things to talk about while live streaming Google Doc. Okay, so, yeah, this is a list of things I can talk about while live streaming. Big shocker there. So, the number one, I mean, these are just in the list of, like, I thought of them. So, currently, what's number one on the list is highest score I've ever gotten on a test in school. Your voice has deepened a lot since I last watched you. Yeah, I'm kind of, like, not in perfect condition at the moment, so maybe my voice sounds a little sick slightly. I feel fine mostly, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so highest score I've ever gotten on a test in school. It was a 122%, and it was a math test, I think, and it was for bonus points. You could, like, list a bunch of examples of something. I forget, maybe it was a math test, I don't know. It was list a bunch of examples of something. I don't remember what it was, but it was, like, each example you listed, you got an extra bonus point, or 2. I think it was 1, though. So, you know, I listed as many, like, I listed a ton of them, so I got 22 extra points. And so on future tests with things like that from this teacher, there was a limit to how many bonus points you could get from that, because I had gotten 122%. Very epic. Oh, you haven't watched me in like 6+ months? Well, that's also why. You should make a tower based on the skateboard gear in Obby Creator. Maybe. Did you know that they added R15, but then they, like, removed it from Obby Creator? It was just, like, I don't know. Bruh. That was on Friday, I think. When I was recording a section of a video in Obby Creator. You'll never guess what the video was, because it's not, like, specifically Obby Creator. Actually, let's do a poll. Start a poll. Guess what video that was. What video did I record some of it in Obby Creator? Was it, hold on, was it JToH, making a JToH tier list, or was it analyzing my old Roblox screenshots, barely enough characters for that, or was it a measure of music for JToH towers? Which one do you think it was? Did it even post that? There we go. Okay, it did. Guess what video you... what video do you think I was recording on Friday where part of it was an Obby Creator? And those are all 3 videos I'm going to be posting soon. Like in the next week or 2. You know, I created like a schedule for myself of what videos I should record and edit and when on different days. And this worked out very well. Like, I'm way ahead of, like, things. It's very epic. Okay, currently analyzing my old Roblox screenshots is winning. You are correct. It's analyzing my old Roblox screenshots. I guess you could probably figure that out because, like, what else would I be an Obby Creator for? Especially because the other 2 are, like, JToH specifically. But yeah, I do think if they add R15 to Obby Creator, it should be like an option for your Obby so you can toggle it. The way they had it on Friday was that it would just... Okay. It'd just be whatever your Roblox character actually was. Also, should we go to practice time and try this, or just go to Obby Creator now? How long have I been streaming? 20 minutes? We'll give this a few more attempts. I just need to focus on what I'm doing here. Bruh. Not like that. I got 2 tower ideas. A tower where you clone movables, and a tower where you get evidence to win a court case. Interesting. Bruh. Now I can't even get past the first floor. This is not going well. Alright, let's make another poll. Should I go to practice time? We'll give this one more attempt until I go to practice time, if that's what wins the poll, which it probably will. Okay, yeah. To practice time we go. You can come join me if you want. How do I get attraction to my JToH fan game? Yes, it's the videos. That's how people know about that. Okay, so, here's Tower of Tornado Vehemence. I went to this a few minutes ago before the stream. To, like, get a screenshot, but I didn't do that. I mean, I don't even really know what to practice. Where did I fail before? It was on this elevator section. It's not even that hard. How did I fail that? But what is that? Floor 3? That's good progress for today. If I can't get any farther than that, I'm okay with that. Once you jump onto the black pad, you will teleport to the other black pad and be launched up. You get one shot at this. If you fail, you'll get teleported back and get another shot at the jump. You may or may not see this kind of jump appear later on. For future reference, all black pads are teleporters. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Wait, why does it say you get one shot at this? Because you jump down it. Oh, I see. I don't know why I didn't do that a second ago. Only the neon pads will be safe. Everywhere else will crush you. A really good tower idea, in my opinion. Hide and seek with the wind pad. The wind pad will hide clues around the tower. One clue per floor, but I see how it could be complicated to make. It's an interesting idea, but the issue is that if someone just knows all the clues from, like, a previous completion or seeing a video, such as the one where I build it, why is this not going up? Oh, there we go. They would just know exactly where it was. Roro, is your next soul-crushing tower Tornado Vehemence? Well, no, because this isn't soul-crushing. But this is going to be the next tower I attempt to win. I mean, in, like, the streams. And just normal tower completions for videos. Tower of Twisted Inquisition in Ring 6 is next. Chances are I'll end up winning that before Tornado Vehemence. But, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can get past this whole, like, crusher section. That's a random tower to decide to do. What is my favorite soul crushing tower that I have not completed? Well, let's go with Tower of Rough Endoplasmic Reticulum, because biology, epic. I don't even know what happens in the tower, because, you know, why play Zone 8 when you can play Zone 6? Yeah. But that means we need Tower of Smooth Endoplasmic Reticulum, Tower of Mitochondria, Tower of Nucleus, Tower of Nucleolus, Tower of Cytoplasm, Tower of Lysosome, and every other organelle in existence. Yeah. I expect those all to be in Zone 9. Wait, hold on. So that's a falling platform. Okay, glad I noticed that now, rather than an actual run. Get the achievement, how did we get here? Yes, that's definitely possible in JToH. Have I seen a tornado? In real life, I don't think so. Oh, no, you say get the achievement for someone else saying, can you give me a Minecraft goal idea and I'll speedrun it. Speedrun it. Don't make it too hard, please. Let me think. Technically, you can easily set a world record if you just make it something so obscure and specific based on the world you get. For example, you know, punch a sheep, mine 1 block of grass, and then gravel or something. So randomly specific that it would have to be such a specific seed to even, like, have a chance of getting that world record. So that means you automatically get to set it. Sadly, not officially. But, what should you speedrun? Speedrun getting a diamond sword. Actually, this is too similar to things people already do. Speedrun getting a golden sword without a ruined portal. Okay, we'll give this, like, a couple more attempts. So I wait for that to go up, then it goes back down. Wait for it to stop, then I jump here, then I jump here, then I jump here. There we go. Nice. Opinions on Tower of Oblivion. I don't even know what that is. Like, I saw it in Ring, April Fool's Ring something. Not April Fool's Ring 9. This isn't 2021. Whatever it was. Tower of Oblivion. What is that? Can someone explain that to me, please? Okay, I see how to do that. Just make sure I don't die in the actual run. But generally, in practice time, the kill bricks are, like, way more effective than the actual run. So, I should be okay. It's Remorseless Tower, and it's meant for Zone 2, but it was moved to Ring 4, and now is Intense. It has 9 floors. It's an upcoming Ring 4 tower by Jukeries that has been in the works for years and is finally releasing soon. Tower of Oblivion that someone will release in like 15,000 years. Basically when GTA 6 comes out. I see. And when Portal 3 comes out. Yeah. Okay, thanks for that explanation. My opinions on that. Is it gonna be good? If it is, then yay. Okay, let's do one more attempt at this crusher section, and then we'll do the elevators again that I failed before, then go back to the actual game. Wait for that to go up. And elevator section one more time. That was close. Don't practice it that way. That's better. That's what happened last time. It just like knocked me off for no apparent reason. Just don't do that, please. Maybe I should do this with shift lock, but like, I don't know. How should I do that? Tower of Oblivion has a square frame. Yeah. Okay, so just... What was that? I just died, apparently. Oops. Let's go back up here and try that again. Yeah, like, what? I don't... Okay, okay, okay. How is that just lined up there? Let me watch on this. So jump about there when it's like turning towards you. So like you want to get a good cycle on these. So right there, I think is the cycle you want, or is it the same every time? It's the same every time. Okay. Actually, no, it's not. Or is it? No, that cycle is better. That cycle is not better. That cycle is bad. Bad. Good. Or this one's the best, I think. Okay. I just did the end wrong. Other than that, it was okay. That should be fine. So just keep pointing towards the wall while in shift lock. Wait for a good time to jump off. Nice. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Try this a couple more times. Why are so many people named random? There's only one person. There are soul-crushing jumps in this tower, by the way. Okay. Roblox has a glitch where sometimes it doesn't show you how much health you are at. That's what just happened to you. Okay. I probably don't have to worry about that in the actual game because they have that other health bar that's slightly better. Okay, if I can get this time, which would make it 3 times in a row, then I've practiced this enough and can move on. Okay. Oh, then here. Okay. I'm going back to zone 4 now. Okay, back to zone 4 we go. It did show, he probably just wasn't paying attention to the health bar. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Exosphere. Let's move on to the next thing to talk about while live streaming. This one is pretty short. It's waiting for the blue share button on Google Slides. So I think they've like updated it. I think it's still blue in Google Docs and yellow in Google Slides. Let me check. No, it is blue in Google Slides now. Well, at this point, at this time a long time ago, it used to be yellow in Google Slides, the share button. There's the tower from a distance, by the way. I can't really show that before. So it was like we were doing something in school, and it involved sharing the Google Slides we made. And so the teacher was like, don't click it until it turns blue. Because if it's not loaded yet, I think it was white at the time before it loaded. But instead it was yellow, because that's the color it is when it loads in Google Slides. Not blue like it is in Google Docs. So everyone was just waiting forever, and it would never show up. I think that part's kind of an exaggeration. It wasn't really that bad. But yeah, that's the entire story. What are your thoughts on that? Why am I lagging so much? That's my opinion. Okay. It's not improving that a lot. What's my favorite zone so far? Of the ones I've played, probably zone 6. The view of it and like theming is really cool. And is there a storyline in JToH? Like they mentioned some ancient civilization or something. Actually, don't say that. Don't spoil it. I want to figure out for myself if that's the case. Okay, stop lagging, please. Opinion on chicken fingers. Why do they exist? Chickens don't even have fingers, I think. Zone 4 is pretty laggy. What wasn't this laggy 10 minutes ago? Okay, let me just turn on every, like, well, I don't know, I don't want to break anything, even though I'm sure it wouldn't. Okay, missed that. Okay, actually I can rejoin. Let's try that. There's an LDM button and an LDM and Ultra LDM mode in settings. Okay. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Pretty much just me failing at Tower of Tornado Vehemence. That's slightly better, less laggy. And I went to practice time and practiced some things. So, let's see, my goal now, probably just past the elevator section. Up there, that elevator section. That did not fix the lag at all. Nice. Okay, are you not seeing this? How insanely laggy it's being for no apparent reason? Okay, what settings are you talking about? Disable cosmetics? No. Oh, low detail mode. Normal LDM mode unloads tower parts, while Ultra LDM loads lobby parts as well. Okay, does that fix it? Not really. I mean, it's gonna load all the client objects here. Okay. That didn't fix it at all. Well, it did a little bit. Thing to talk about while live streaming number 3 is the indestructible anthill. So, there's this anthill outside my house somewhere, and it's like always there, even after I dump 50 gallons of water on it and run over it with a lawnmower. It still just comes back. I don't know what's up with that. That's the whole story. Tell me your thoughts on that. It's just that one section of the lawn, and it's always like so terrifying because I have an irrational fear of ants and all bugs, pretty much. That's an exaggeration slightly, but you get the idea. There's an LDM button in the lobby. I don't know if it helps. Okay. Number 4, I guess I don't really need to say the numbers. Okay, these are over-exaggerated band stories. So, these were from... I just walked off the platform. Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me go back to the lobby and turn the other low detail button on. Is this it? There. So these are about a month ago or so. So the first one is, okay, I'll tell you the exaggerated story, and then I'll tell you the actual story. There, finally, it's less laggy, I think. Okay, so it was raining a ton outside during class, and so the whole band room flooded, and our rehearsal was underwater. That's the over-exaggerated story. The actual story was that it was raining a ton, and so there's like water coming in through the bottom of the door, but they just put like a towel and it was fine. That's it. Yeah. Isn't it so much more exciting when I exaggerate it? The other one is that I was almost scared to death by a cord. I guess I kind of have to explain the actual story. That's the exaggerated one. So basically there was like a section where I had a bunch of rests and that was like a big cord after that. So I was just like not paying attention at all because it was just rests. Then they got to the cord and I'm supposed to play there, but I wasn't. This was during the rehearsal, by the way, so it wasn't the actual performance. And so it like scared me a ton. Yeah. I practically jumped out of my seat. Okay, I'll give this one more attempt, and then we're going to go to Obby Creator. What happened to the Endurance subrealm? Oh, it'll be coming back soon enough. That's all I'm going to say about a future video I have planned. I will finish it soon. Perhaps you can guess it. If someone guesses it, then I'll tell you. If not, yeah. So guess what video or video idea or something I have planned soon in which I finish Subrealm of Endurance in JToH. Okay, let's not walk off the thing this time. Probably gonna miss that, Joan. No. Wait for this to point up. Okay. Let's go to Obby Creator. So let me change the thumbnail. Building a non-Euclidean obby. Roblox. Obby Creator. Well, that's the title. I'm also going to change the thumbnail. We'll go back to JToH later. There we go. So, as usual, you guys can join me. Let me just turn my joins on, and I'll tell you what my avatar is, or like profile, in a second. Okay, so here is my avatar. Or profile, if I could say the right thing. So I'm joining a server with one person, an Obby Creator. So come join me. And this person's going to be very confused as to why the server just randomly filled up with people. So we're going to do this in random stuff for videos. Okay. Here's the thing I was talking about earlier. Well, this was the purpose of joining this game on Friday, for analyzing my old Roblox screenshots. That's the only hint you're getting about that video for now. So, how do we build a non-Euclidean obby? And that's a good question. So, hold on. First, let me make a teleporter to it. Oh, well, this tells you what that was, what that thing over there is. It's a low-budget remake of my first Roblox screenshot. First, let me make sure these are spaced equally. Very important. Let's do that. Why am I, like, still lagging? Okay, text, this is teleport to non-Euclidean obby. Well, it still teleports you there. I'll change that in a second. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna make this into a video, so like I'm gonna take this part of the stream, make a video out of it. So where should we build the non-Euclidean obby? How about just up here somewhere? So let's make this a square, 35 by 35, and cast shadow false material concrete. Just move it up here. Well, hold on. We can space it by 5 studs. I don't know what I'm doing. Your tower is 427 parts. Like, because I'm limiting it at 400, probably 427 is fine. Like I said, it's not going to be super strict. But, like, probably to some extent, the more you go over 400, the less likely I am to accept it. Okay, so let me just quickly Google non-Euclidean, like what that actually means. I sort of know what it means. Literally any geometry that is not the same as Euclidean geometry. Wow, who would have guessed that? Well, generally what I think of is like, you know, we could have like a triangle that has, instead of 3 60-degree angles, it's 3 90-degree angles. And that's based on a sphere. So let's see. Let's just do a 16 by 16 sphere. Actually, it's gotta be larger than that. Just make it 35 by 35, like this platform. That way we can kind of see these edges, like how it's not actually a perfect sphere. Let's move that a little closer. It's also like, I don't know. Told you I'd be back. My recording was great. How's the stream going, Roro? It's going fine. I didn't really get that far on Tower of Tornado Vehemence, but it's okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me turn hide players on for a second so that I can figure out how to do this. So, normally a triangle, the degree angles add up to... Wait, can you not... Oh, no. This might be a problem. Maybe I can do this in drag movement mode. Nope. Oh, boy. Well, we'll figure it out. So we're probably gonna have to get these lower settings on movement snapping. So we could have normally a triangle, the angle degrees measure to 180, right? While in non-Euclidean, that's not the case because it's like on a sphere. Okay, so hold on. We can see one straight edge on the sphere, so it's not actually a sphere. It's just the way Roblox like it makes a sphere. And also several other things. There's probably some mathematical calculations I could do to figure out the exact like degree change on each of these based on the size of the sphere. Actually, it probably doesn't depend on that, but yeah. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is try to just make a triangle with 3 right angles, which would add to 3 times 90 is 180. Is it? No, it's not. 270. Yeah. I'm not that bad at math. Don't worry. I remade Thanos Tower in a weird way. Is that what that is? Or maybe I should go into this mode. Yeah, my username is SharkNoob2001. Here, I'll also put it in the chat, even though you got it right. Yes, math with Roro, exactly. So 3 of these little sections on the sphere should be fine. Where's the next time it changes? There. Okay, and then on this one, no, gotta get the angle just right. That should work. So, hold on. Now I want to go into local movement mode and rotate this 90 degrees. Okay. Now, basically, because this is, like, angled, we'll be able to go over here. Well, okay. Yeah. We'll be able to, like, go over here, and then this also goes over here, and then the 2 things will connect here at a right angle, thus making a triangle with a degree measure that shouldn't be possible. I think the way we're going to do this is going to be like the tightrope once I build the actual obby. I also have a different idea. It's going to be like a portal kind of thing. You'll see. There's a really bad description of what I actually mean. So right there. So we have 3 sections on this part. We have 3 here. That works. Wait, no, we have 2. Well, first, let's just build the one up here. So this one's also got to be a right angle. Well, it would probably just be easiest to do that. Then, okay, we got to rotate this so it's in line with that. Close enough, I think. Yeah. Then we go to where it changes angles. Select it, rotate it. Does this look like this is working correctly? Sort of. This is just gonna make a square, isn't it? We'll see. That's not how I want to rotate that. This might be boring, but we'll figure this out soon enough. So next one goes there. This is not going to work out, is it? I guess we just need to get the correct amount of, like, sections of the sphere. Let's see, if I turned this, like, right here, then I moved it back up, how would that line up? It would maybe go there. This is not working. I don't think it's actually a 90-degree angle. Maybe I should have, like, watched some videos on non-Euclidean geometry before making this. Let me select it, please. Thank you. What? Well, let's think about this. If this is a 90-degree angle, this is a 90-degree angle, and then they go over here. I don't know. I guess I can turn hide players off again. Maybe. I guess not. I still can't really see anything. I'll turn it back on eventually. My own character is in the way. Move. Okay, so this needs to go... This would be so much easier if I could go into drag mode and, like, put it on this. But it's okay. Select that. Well, don't teleport. Select that. Do that. We need to find the angle, the like thing. Stop. Select that. Do that. No. No. Select. What does non-Euclidean mean? I'm not, it's like, it means not Euclidean. That's literally what the definition says on Google. Well, it's not actually like the Google dictionary that said that. Yeah, but it's like, you know, another thing said it's like normal geometry is like, you know, a triangle on a flat space, like a flat surface. But, you know, here it's on a curved surface, such as a sphere. So that's how we have things we wouldn't see in Euclidean geometry on a flat space. For instance, we have a triangle whose angle measures don't add up to 180. If I'm doing this correct. I think I'm doing this correct. I mean, I guess maybe it's not 90 degrees on all these, but it still can work, perhaps. What is happening here? Just delete that. Relating to or denoting the system of geometry based on the work of Euclid and corresponding to the geometry of ordinary experiences. Euclidean geometry of such nature that something. Wait, aren't you playing Tower of Tornado Vehemence? I was. We'll go back to it later. Why did that select both of those? That's the wrong way. Select. Okay, this is not working at all. What does this even look like? Yeah, that kind of works. This is like not okay. So this follows this edge on the sphere. This follows this. Yeah, okay, this is not going as badly as I thought it was. So we need to line this up with that edge that looks lined up and put this. Okay, it's not perfect. Now it should be. Don't select both. Select that. Select that. There's the angle change. rotate a little bit. Well, we don't want to turn the line. I think right here approximately is where the lines will meet up. So get this right there, almost. There we go. Now I want to select this. This angle changes here. Now select it. Okay, so if you're in camera mode and you put the camera inside the sphere, it lets you actually select it. Okay. We need to fix this one. There we go. Almost. There's an angle change here, right? Yeah. Select it, please. You know what? That's good enough. Wait, what happened to this angle? What? That got completely rotated. That shouldn't be allowed. Angle changes here. So while in local movement mode, I need to continue it going this way, but then rotate it so it like fits on here correctly. That should be fine. Then we need to continue this to the next angle change, which it looks like is like kind of going the other direction, like another axis. So this we're going to want to actually rotate a little bit differently. Or no, I guess that works. Okay. I think that was the same axis I've been rotating this. And it shouldn't like actually, it's still a straight line. Okay. Well, on the, rotate that back. We're almost done with this. Don't worry. This isn't going to continue forever. So this goes to the edge. Then we can move this a little bit. Rotate it so it fits on this edge. Wait, no, this is the angle change. So select that. I think this is the last one we're going to have to do on this line. So put that there. Good enough, I think. So select this, and then we have that continues to the angle change. I select it. It's gonna be even longer until these meet up. There, that kinda is working. Ugh. We're almost done. This might still be a Euclidean triangle, but I don't think so. So this needs to go select it. That's like starting to actually get really annoying. There's not actually an angle change here, but apparently something is going really wrong. So select that, and then like, I don't know, just do this. Okay, good enough. It's not actually following the sphere at the end here, but I'm tired of building this. So now if I just move this out of the way, I'll turn hide players. Oh wait, you're all standing here. Well, sorry. There, so think about it. If you like smoothed this out, this thing, you know, tried to uncurve it, I think what happens is it will like bend, like if you imagine this being paper, you'd have to like crumple the paper up. So let's make this be the first jump of the obby. Yes, it took us 30 minutes to build one jump. So let's reset this back to normal and take each section and scale it inward by, well, scale it inward to 0.25 or 0.5. Might not end up looking perfect, but it should be okay. Here, I'll move this over so you guys can stand on it. Let's go into global movement mode. There. Well, since I'm just sizing it, I can stay in global. Oh, is it still impossible to get to? It should be possible. Yeah, it's possible. Come on. Select this one, like that. Okay. Now it needs to scale, like, in this direction. Tower of Linenophobia, indeed. I think if I wanted this to actually be 90-degree angles, I'd probably have to make this line a lot longer. Okay, the person who keeps, like, typing those weird messages, please stop. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, ban you from the stream if you don't after this thing. Timeout. Okay. Anyway, so, let's rotate this. Well, actually, no, I like that position. That's fine. I was gonna move it a little bit, but, yeah. Last to leave line wins $1 million. Yeah. So what else comes up when I search non-Euclidean, or as I horribly didn't type it spelled correctly, but it got it. Let's see. We could also just make some shapes based on other three-dimensional shapes. So, for example, we could make like a sort of saddle shape, or you know, sort of like a Pringle chip. That's yeah, but these are temporary. So like they're only here for the purpose of building this. So we basically have. I'm looking at an image here. We could do this with a cylinder. We could do this with cylinders. Okay, so delete that. First, let's just figure out how to make the three-dimensional shape. So let's just do 20 maybe by 8. Okay. Then we should have a certain degree change each time. That's the same. What's a factor of 15? 3 degrees should work. Did I already duplicate that? I don't know. Okay, and then I can duplicate this again. Go like that. Then... Okay. That's not really working. No, that's not how this looks. We should move it a little bit each time as well. Like... one stud, maybe. I think should be good. So I want to do that and then go back to the original one. Rotate it 3 degrees. Do that. Does that look right? Sort of. if I keep repeating this process, it's hard to describe what I actually mean by the shape, but this is kind of working correctly. See, if I sort of make it curve more as we go along, so it was one stud, or like one time each time, we're now going to do 2. So do 1, 2, oh no, 1, 2, move it by 1 stud. Duplicate 1, 2, move it like that. 1, 2, move it like that. Okay, that kind of worked a little bit, slightly. I guess the main thing we're kind of going for is like something with a Gauss, I don't know how you pronounce it. Gaussian, I think. That's how you spell it. I typed it in the stream chat. That curvature, a negative that curvature. That's the big brain term for that. So let's see. Now, actually, don't go to 0.05 yet. Let's make this take up this whole space that these cylinders take up in this axis. Then do that. Then 0.05. Scale it. So I want it to be centered, basically. And also centered here on the most flat part on this axis, which is here, I think. So, no, it's here. Yeah. If we look closely, it's this little segment. Then let's make it the same color as that. It's so hard to see exactly where the segment is. Yeah, okay, it's right there. I think I've gotten it to cover the whole time, the whole thing. It's still sort of disappearing here. We want it to disappear that much on this time. There, that kind of works. So now I'm gonna just curve this. Well, actually, it's gotta be 3 degrees, not 15. Since I actually know the angle change, this one's probably gonna be a lot easier to make. We do gotta make sure it's like these aren't gonna be all the same length. I gotta turn invisible players on again, sorry. And I do gotta make sure I'm aware of wherever it changes to where I moved it by 6 degrees, not 3. That appears to be here. No, that was like 20 degrees. I'm not missing a segment, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we have the next turn right here, I think. Yeah. Then move this to there. And then it's just straight from here. So now what I can do is select this. We can make this more efficient here. So I can select it, rotate it around 90 degrees, and then move this back. Now just I gotta make sure these two parts in the center are in the exact same position for this to work properly. So the edge of here that looks good enough. Okay, so there should be, did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. This one's angled, right? There should be 2 of them here. So if I can move that out of the way, then just set that to something that's large number. Yeah, it's just 1 there. Okay, now we have to do the annoying part of scaling things on angle changes. but I don't know what the angle changes actually are. Okay, now at the moment this is just a curve, so that's not really anything exciting. Where things get more exciting is where we have like a 90-degree angle thing. So let's see, in Euclidean geometry, this would just be a straight line, just a plus, but here it's not. So duplicate, do that, and then scale this, and you look really closely here at where the angle changes in this direction. It looks like that's right. Actually, no, it's at the top here. So what we want to do is rotate this a little bit. It's got to be the smallest degree change, though. Yeah, so this is, if you can see this, it's like this is the top. This is a corner. The angle changes where I have this line, so you can't really see that unless you look closely at the other things. That is a horrible explanation, but hopefully that makes sense. Can I turn snap rotation dragging off, or does it just stay at like the lowest? That's not the direction I meant to do that. And now we're back to here. Great. I think it's gonna have to be like that, unlike just the 1 degree I had before. I think it's even a smaller increment that you're actually rotating it with snap rotation dragging off. And because this is a smaller 3-dimensional object, the way Roblox generates it is like it curves less basically per thing. Unlike over here where it's very noticeable where the angle changes, here because this is smaller of an object, it's not. So the next angle change, we gotta look closely, it's right here. It is where I have this. So now I want to do this. Rotate it just a little bit. Okay, maybe this is a better way to do that. Just extend it longer than I'm actually going to need it, and then just line it up on the angle, or on the flat section, which is there. Okay. Then what I need to do here is select this and line this up. Like, just make it so the angle, like it... I'm so bad at explaining what I mean. We basically do that. That should make a little bit more better of an angle. We only have to build 1/2 of this, and then I could duplicate it. So there's no point in, like, adding less of this, I guess. Should this go all the way around the cylinder? I guess it should. So that's not, dang it. It's 0 degrees on that axis, I think. It's -26, yeah, 0. So change this to be, oh boy. That's, okay, that everything's going wrong now. Let's try again. Duplicate. Move this so it lines up there. Then where does the angle change? It looks like it's, you can see it on the green outline on this. There. Then we get a close look. I really can't tell from here. It should just be the same every time, right? The same angle change approximately. So it's 7, no, it's not. What if I just, like, do 3 of these, and then I also put them on either side? So, like, how much did I rotate it this time around? On the top of this cylinder thing. Oh, no. Actually, I can't even, okay, it's fine that I did that. Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm still, never mind. I don't know what I'm explaining anymore. So I want these to be at the same angle, which it looks like they are on this axis. Now I just need to make sure they're actually lined up. Because the cylinder is the same size, just not rotation. Yeah, okay. Now I just gotta move it a little bit more. I think there's a snap movement dragging. No, I just have to do 0.01 here. So move that just a little bit over so that that lines up. Not like that. Wait, I need to do this local movement, though. I think that should be okay, and then like that, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, now we do that on the other side, but I think what we can do, possibly, is select we might not have to do this annoying rotation anymore. So if I select this and the one in the center, I should be able to, that's not gonna work, never mind. Not like that. I did that wrong. So select this, select this, select this, so it takes up the whole kind of space. In theory, this should work. If I rotate this 90 degrees, it just moved these over. So now I just gotta go into 0.01 movement, do that. Okay, I don't know why it's not lined up here, but that's okay. So there's now 2 of those, so I can just delete one. There's no use for that. Hopefully this isn't too boring. This is probably like really boring. Things will get more interesting soon, I promise. After I finish this saddle shape, that is not really that, but it's fine. So go into local movement, move it up a little bit, still misaligned. Select, select, select. Should say 3. Now take this, move it over a little bit. When I'm working with objects so small, it's like the green outline is like really annoying. And normally it's fine, just not here. I have to deselect it to check I did everything right. You know what? That's good enough. I don't know what happened to that. So now what I think I can do is, if I select these and let's see, rotate it 90 degrees, that'll move it over there. So instead I want to flip it, but I don't have like the plug-in. Don't you have to like buy these? Okay, I guess I do. But if I select global movement, rotate around this way, then I should be able to just do this. That rotated it wrong. Okay. Sad. That's not where there were 2. Okay. Try again. Snap rotation dragging off. So. Wait, what? Since it's like equal on both sides, I can just duplicate the parts, I think. But why on earth is that rotated? Did I rotate that? I have no memory of rotating that since I cloned it. Oh, well, I did rotate it there. Should be in like this. There, I think that fixed it. Yeah. Okay, so that's why. That should go to the angle change, which it does. So now I want to duplicate this and then go to, just move this over here. Rotate it locally. So rotate it, you know, like that. So it's, yeah. Then just make sure it's lined up just right. There, okay. One last thing, we're almost done. I think if I can duplicate this, rotate it locally, 90 degrees here. Well, hopefully that's 90 degrees. I don't know because I forgot to change the movement snapping to be sure. Locally rotate it like this, and then basically just make sure it's duplicated. Like, you know, same angleness. Which I'll know if aren't things like okay, if there aren't things disappearing into the part, which there are not at the moment. It looks like we got it. Almost. We just got to take this. We have one more of these to do. Go to global movement. Rotate this like this so that it's at the same degree angle as this on that axis. I really hope anything, at least something I'm saying, is making some sense. Slightly misaligned, that's okay. I just know the direction to move it, which is there. And then, wait, why is there an extra, oh, no, what? There's an extra part in there. Oh, I gotta make sure I delete that. Okay, now I think I can delete that. Now I can delete all these cylinders. Oh my gosh, that took forever. Finally, okay, so set all these settings back to normal. Now we have a thing. I don't even know how you describe that. But it is a saddle shape, I believe. Maybe there's some slight mathematical imperfections. Actually, there are, because Roblox doesn't generate it as a perfect cylinder. You know, it generates those corners, so it looks fine. Because, like, yeah, it's like how much. It's a long story. I don't know, but I think if we exclude that, there are no things wrong with this that prevent this from being a saddle, unless there is, which I don't think there is. Right, how much sense did that make? I'm gonna start a poll in the chat. How much sense did anything I just build in this make? Let's see. We could do 0%. Just add all the options. Oh, just do the one that's closest to whatever you say. 25%, 50%, 75% plus. Just do whichever one is closest. I'll bet 0 wins. When I edit this into an actual video, I'll try to make it more make sense. Also, it's annoying that I keep misclicking that. If I duplicate that, then when I select one, it should be fine. I will turn invisible players off again. So now I just need to do this so you can actually stand on it. And so you can see this better. To make sure it's still centered, I'll use Control to scale in both directions. So let's think about what I did here. Hold on. Most people are saying 25% on this poll. I'll leave that open for a little bit. But yeah, on here I was thinking about, imagine like flattening this out. You'd have to like crumple the paper if it were paper. If you were to do that here, I guess not. So would this be Euclidean? If it like, I don't know. If we like connect it at the bottom to make it like 3-dimensional, I think it would be non-Euclidean. Because I mean, just a 3D shape itself isn't really non-Euclidean. What's the lowest you can set that? 1, okay. Oh, now, well, never mind. Why is that rotated differently? It's fine. Now just do that here. I don't know why I duplicated that. I don't want that duplicated. Rotate this so it's 0 degrees because this is like the center. Okay. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be filled with misalignments, this obby. But that's okay. There, I think maybe now it's technically non-Euclidean. You couldn't smooth this out on a piece of paper. Then again, it like connects in 2 points. I don't know. Okay, 0 to 25%. Well, now 0% sense is making. Well, hopefully this next part is going to make a little more sense. So, let's see. We can rotate this a little bit. Like that. I just got to be sure the jump is possible. Which, at the moment, it is very much not. Oh, and I can delete one of these. We'll just put a 1 stud. Wait, oh, is it possible? How'd you get to that? Oh, it's just the part that was there. That's how. So here's how you do the obby so far. Like that. We could make this button activated. Let's make it button activated. Studs. It's gotta be plastic though. Make it blue. 165 blue. You can't see that at all. 100 blue. This part will be a little bit more like obbies. This is still Euclidean, or not Euclidean. I don't know what I don't even. Bleh. We'll put like a thing here. This is gonna be for a button. I think I already said that. We can rotate this too to add some variety. Then we take our button, place it right there. I can't center it, apparently. There we go. Metal. It should be make objects visible for 5 seconds for now. Link it to there. So now you should be able to come over here, press this for 5 seconds. You can make your way back. There. We can decrease the time a little bit though to 4. Yeah, I think 4 should be okay. So here's how you do the whole thing. So far. You press that. If you fall, I guess it's okay. As long as you can get onto the saddle shape in time. So here's the next part, and this is what I was originally thinking when you can hold control and it doesn't like, I don't know, you can do this by holding control. Anyway, so when I first thought of the idea, building a non-Euclidean obby, an obby creator, what I was originally thinking of was what we're about to build. So there's actually like a video I saw. It's like things that shouldn't be possible. So like in Euclidean geometry, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, I think. That's Euclidean part of that. But here, that's not going to be the case. At least it's not going to appear to be the case. So it was a video I saw on YouTube a long time ago. And if you're watching this in the edited video, you'll see it on screen, the thumbnail to it. And it was like basically like a tunnel, but it would be shorter on the inside than it would appear. So it's like, yeah, sort of things like that. So let's make this be like green grass area. That's not green, that's red. 165. There we go. Studs and plastic. Some very green grass. Let me make that darker. That's very dark grass. There, that works. Or if I just turn global shadows off, I think it's just appearing darker. Yeah, we can make it a little bit brighter than that. Okay, and we can delete this. Sorry. So we need some space to build this. So then we take a tunnel. I think the way we can make, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it so that there is a tunnel that takes, it's like a teleporter. That's how it's actually gonna work. So it can be 50 studs long. It can be a gray color. It can be that color. So this is sort of inspired by what I saw in this video. So 3.5, well, we'll make it 4 on the edges there. So then we need a roof. So it's gonna be, you have to press a button to like activate something over here. And if you go through the tunnel normally, you're not gonna have a time. Or like, you know, on the outside or something. So you have to go through non-Euclideanly. Now, this is probably going to be really hard to get to work exactly how I want it to. So, let's see. We want it to appear as you look through the tunnel. So you're looking like this, but what you're actually seeing is more at the end of it. The question is, how do we do that? We could maybe build like a fake version of this that you actually see, and then it's a teleporter. I mean, it's gonna have to be a teleporter. So we'll put the teleporter here, and it's gonna be invisible later. For now, so that I can see what I'm doing. It won't be. So just a line here so I can make sure I'm walking in a straight line. Well, it's just in between these two studs, so that works. We'll move it to about right there. There we go. So when you teleport... Okay, yeah. Let me turn this off again for the time being. Okay, it's kind of making a little bit of sense, hopefully. So you're going to actually get teleported, but we need what you see here. I mean, this is probably just going to be the end of the obby. I know it's going to be like 3 jumps, but it's long enough for the sake of making this into an 8 minutes or longer video. So we should have the wind pad right here. White neon, I guess, because I'm building ring 3, and the wind pads are white neon in ring 3. So that's going to be the wind pad. It doesn't actually teleport you anywhere, though. Not yet. But we need a force field around it, and that's what the button is going to deactivate. What was that? Oh, you're just getting teleported. So we should leave a 1 stud gap like that. We can increase this a little bit more. There. So there should be 1 stud. Okay. Then 1 stud like that. Come on. Okay. And then, so that it doesn't cause Z fighting with the force field texture. I don't really know why it does that. And the button can be red. Let's make it red. And force field texture is what we're looking for. There. So, okay, you can still press it. It's gotta be more than that then. 7.5. There. Now it shouldn't be possible to press it, I don't think. Now, we need this to appear to be closer as you look through here. And things that are closer appear larger. And also everything behind here should, at least at the time being. So as you look down the tunnel, you'll see the edge of the collapsed thumbnail area. So we're basically just gonna duplicate that, I guess. So duplicate everything I see through here. I don't really want the edge of this. Okay, I think that should be fine. But what we're gonna have to do is delete the small parts because I'm gonna be scaling this down a lot, and it's not gonna let me scale down things that are too large or too small to scale down any farther or any further. I think is 0.01. Did I duplicate it? I think I duplicated it. Let me just check. Go into global movement. I did not duplicate it. Good thing I checked that. Okay, so now I duplicated it. It's letting me scale it down there. That should work for now. I'll scale it down more if I need to. Wait, but if they're closer, they need to appear larger. Okay, I did that completely wrong. Whoopsie. We need it to appear as large as it appears here. Here. Look how everything I'm saying, I see more people voting on this poll. And less people are understanding. I think I know what to do now, so let me just explain this from, like, the start. So what this is supposed to look like is that it's a shorter distance inside the tunnel than it is outside the tunnel. And so this teleporter is going to be invisible later. That's how it's actually going to work. But as you look through the tunnel from here, it should look like you're looking at the tunnel from around here. And so how do we do that? We make the things that are behind here larger, because things that are larger to you appear larger. So we can just do this a little bit at a time. So let's duplicate the wind pad. I can delete that, though, and replace it with an imposter wind pad. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Bring it back so I can get the sizing correct. At least approximately. Wait, I didn't even move it. Never mind. Well, I moved it. I didn't scale it. That's what I meant. Yeah, just figure out what I'm trying to say. I guess they'll be can collide false. You're not actually going to, like, walk into them, so it doesn't really matter. So from here, as you look down the tunnel, it should appear this size. I have no idea how to get that to scale right. So let's see. Hold on. I know what to do. Hold on. I'll be right back. This is probably a really dumb way to do this, but I think it might just work. So if I take two post-it notes and put them on the screen, on my screen, it might be a bad idea. I don't want to, like, ruin the screen. How about at the bottom of the screen? Since we're only dealing with sort of one axis here. Because if I scale it in one axis, it scales proportionally, and we'll scale the other axes. So the edge of them are... You just got to get this just right. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. So from here, this is the point where we want it to appear that you're looking. So what does that mean? That means we want the teleport location to be right where I'm standing. So we're about right there. So from here, just align. Actually, now that I know exactly where to stand, let me just make sure I line this up right. Okay. Now I'm going to try realigning the post-it notes. Looks good enough. Now I need to decide the point where you actually looking from. Perfect grammar. I know how we can do that. We'll make this wind pad, for the time being, teleport you to that point. So, there. That way I can keep going back to there as a reference point. So now, here, what I need to do is select the wind pad and realign myself, and then scale it so that it appears while in first person, like it takes up the space on my monitor as it does, like, as the post-it notes. So this is a little bit too large. I know you can't tell that, so that's why I'm saying that. Just make sure I'm aligned. So right there looks about right. And that should be larger than the actual thing. It is. Nice. So does that look like you're closer? Sorta. I mean, we see things behind it. But let's see. As you do that, it shouldn't exactly change too drastically on your screen. I think that's working correctly. I see the 75% plus understanding percent going up. I take it that I'm doing this correctly. So now I need to do the same thing, but with other objects that you can see from here. So, oh, that's like a lot. Okay. Well, we need this black edge over here for the low budget screenshot thing. So we'll just take apart. Well, hold on. Where do you get teleported to? I didn't do that right. You get teleported here, so just behind this point, we need a thing. We need a reflectance 1 part. It'll be invisible for now. Well, after I check this looks right. It looks about as good as it can look. So for now, it's gonna be invisible. But that's like the back. That's supposed to be the background. So let's do the teleporter again. Whoops, make that connect light false. Go on the teleporter again. So where on my screen does it stop? It's about where this is, this thing. So that means as you stand from this particular point, yeah, it pretty much takes up the whole edge of the tunnel. Like, that's why I need this. So we need the edge, like the background there. Still don't know how much sense I'm making. I'm just sort of thinking out loud as I do this. 0, 0, 0. Smooth plastic. And then, yeah, it's like it's out of the Okay. I see what to do. So some of the edge of the tunnel is going to have to be reflectance 1 as well. So as you stand here, I also need to mark the top. The top is about where the things in the top left are. The buttons. These. So what does that mean? That means while standing where this teleporter teleports you. And you know what? I'll let you guys stand on the wind pad for the time being. I need this black edge to like be lined up with the sticky notes I have. So it's lined up at the bottom, at the top. It's got to go up a little bit more. Probably to the top, realistically. No, not the very top. About right. Well, it depends on how I'm looking. It's good enough. It doesn't got to be exact. Maybe there, so it's like lined up with the other thing. So as you stand on the teleporter, what we're looking for is that it doesn't look like there's a drastic change as you walk through there. So long as you're lined up, I guess. So, I mean, I can't do it perfectly. It doesn't start immediately as you stand at the edge. There's a little bit of background space, which means we make a reflectance 1. No. Select the right thing, please. This will make transparent 0 for now, so you can actually see it. And on the top, we also need this to be transparency 0, or like reflectee. There, okay. Now, I know this isn't actually the sky background, because I really can't be sure what obby is going to be loaded over here, so, I mean, this is not going to be perfect. There's no chance this is going to be perfect. But I'm just trying to figure out how I could, I don't know. This is a really good explanation as to what I mean. What's the next thing within this view? It's a lot. I guess just select everything and scale it down. If I get one of these items right, like let's say oh gosh. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone. Let me fix this. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I think I got it. Test. It's working now. Okay, what does that sound like? Maybe you didn't hear much. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So you walk through here. We could scale this to be exact, well, not exact, but like close enough, on one object and everything else with it, because when it'll scale everything proportionally as I have multiple stuff selected. So we're going to do that to this building, that's right there. Let me realign. So the left edge is about right there, where you don't know what I'm talking about. Make sure it's lined up. Good enough. It's right here. This is where the post-it note is, the right edge. So this is where the left edge of the building should be. The top of the building should be right. Well, I mean, you can see where it should be. So about here, a couple inches above where, well, maybe like 1 or 2 inches above where I see the properties frame on my monitor. I'm gonna do this with a more straight object than my arm. Yeah, it's lined up. So yeah, okay. Let me reset so I can, I don't know why I reset. That's not actually necessary at all. So, go into the position where I need lined up. Then I guess, yeah, it shouldn't really select anything additionally as I zoom out enough so that I can select my whole screen and drag to select. 133 parts. Good thing that's not infinity parts. Now I just need to find stuff to deselect. So I'm probably not going to need this or the tree. That is a tree, by the way. I'm not going to need this because I already did that. And anything that's too small is also going to have to be not included in this. So deselect probably 1 stud or smaller. That should be fine. We also need to deselect all these little things over here also. And I know this isn't gonna look accurate after I add more stuff to this hobby slot, but whatever, it's fine. Like, that's another one of the many things that is not really gonna be perfect about this. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay. So now, set this to 0.01, duplicate it. It's a lot of cash I just used. Good thing I had enough. And then go back to this point. Well, no, not that point. I need to go to this wind pad thing. I know there's 2 wind pads, I just noticed that. Oh boy. That's fine. I'll just delete those. Go on this teleporter. Line myself up. And now I need to scale in this building so that it's on the dimensions I've marked, or like points I've marked. Okay, it's not gonna let me scale it in. I must have something selected I can't scale in. Oh boy. Now everything's going wrong. Alright, just delete that and try again. Or maybe I can, like, undo. Evidently I cannot. Just delete again. Oh, now everything froze. Oh boy. Come on. Okay, thank you. Okay, so apparently I selected something I can't scale down. Yeah, I'll bet it was this. Maybe. Guess we're gonna have to not really include much of this. What's the main thing you see from here? Probably the obstacles over here. So these obstacles. But we gotta scale it with this building so I know the, like, positioning. Unselect, 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 unselect. Just, we're gonna unselect everything that's not really important to being able to, like, see what you're looking at. I think that should be okay. I don't think it's really that thing's fault. Okay. Now, with all those selected, go here. Let's unselect that. Please let me scale it in. Yes, okay, I can. Oh no. Oh boy. Hold on, we can fix it, we can fix it. Just get it to where it says 0 and then actually duplicate it. Or, I really hope I can undo this action. Okay, thank goodness. Let's try again, but actually remember to click that button. So scale it in to the point where, by looking here, let's try that again. By looking here, no, not like that. From looking here, that one building is the size I need it to be. So let's move it over. And I think it's gonna have to take up, like, the whole space we got here. Hopefully I can scale it down more. Oh yeah, I got plenty of, like, amount I can scale it. Okay. Did it not include? Okay. It does include that. Let's see. Does that line up? Like, let's look at the word collapse. It can be moved a little bit over. Okay, so next thing. How well is that building lined up? I just pointed to it as if you could see it. It is not very lined up. The left edge of it, yeah, and that makes sense because look at the word collapse as I walk through the teleporter. No, that is kind of correct, but just look at the building, actually. This one needs to be moved over to the left. Well, I don't know. I guess the way the perspective and things makes this not exactly accurate. And also, this has got to be behind here. Wait, how do you have 99 million cash? Just keep checking this, make sure it's doing this correctly. The word collapse could be moved to the left a little bit. The building in question. I guess it kind of needs to line up with the way, like, I'm actually seeing it. So let's go to the teleporter and move it so that this building lines up with the building that you can see over there. Maybe it'll work now. Kind of. What do you think? Does that look good? Does it look like as you go through this, oh, wait, yeah. Hi, Mario. I didn't even notice you were here. Other people were saying that. Yeah, hi. I don't know if you're still here. Hold on, I think I can see. Ah, yes, you are. Okay. Sorry I didn't notice that for so long. What do you think of my non-Euclidean obby? This has taken like an hour to build. We're making these things as well as you walk through here. Do you think that looks good? Let me make another poll. Let me end the one that's currently happening. Plus, start a poll. Should I, or how do I word this? Does this teleporter looking thingy walk through thingy look good? Yeah or no? What I mean by that is, like, should I deselect it? Maybe I should say that. Should I deselect / finalize this? Because once I deselect this, it's final. I can't. It's probably gonna be really difficult to delete everything. Sorry, I keep coughing so much. Most people are saying yes. Okay. We're gonna end the poll now. Give it a second. Alright. Here's one final look, just to make sure everything's good before I actually deselect everything. Let's look at the difficulty chart obby thing. Yeah, it's close enough. Alright, so I can now deselect. Now delete anything that's sort of outside here that I don't need, so I can delete that. These all scale inward. Also, apparently I didn't deselect one of the particle emitters. Let's see, if I do multi-select, maybe not like that, from here. Let's see, where are they all? There's only 3 positions it could be. It's either going to be this, I'll bet it's that. It's going to be it's both of those, actually, yeah. There's only one particle emitter that's not, you know, I just gotta find it. Where is it? Is it this one? Okay, there's one gone, there's the other gone. Now anything clipping outside of here, just do that. Scale it inward a little bit. Now we're not completely done yet. We got a little bit more. It's just the texture that breaks the illusion. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do about that. Let me add back the force field around here because I forgot to do that. There might actually be 2 force fields because wind pads, because I forgot to duplicate it. How did I do this earlier? It was like 7.5 as I recall. So we need to get this as one stud like that. Then I think it was 3. Then we increase it to 7.5. Okay. And copy the color of that. Oh, but do that also. Okay, now let's see how well. It's pretty good. Maybe, let's lower this down a little bit. Because it's like blocking more than you see over here. Let's see how this looks with this at transparency 0. Okay, that actually looks quite good. Like, look at the word collapse. Okay, and I think it's gonna have to be... The sticky note just fell off. That's okay, I don't need them anymore. I don't think. Oh yeah, I will for this building over here. I'll have to put it like in the edge. So hold on. Duplicate this. Go 0.05. Go like this. And scale it. Not like that. This one. Okay, it goes up to the edge of this teleporter, so just make sure I get that right. Got a little misalignment. Not anymore. Okay, we kind of forgot the things over here. That's okay. Let me grab that sticky note off the floor. Never mind. It seems to have phased into the back rooms. Where is that? It just fell off the monitor. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do this with one. So, you walk through. You need to mark where that building is. So, hold on. It's like that. The bottom part of the building is being marked. It is now marked, I think. It just fell off. Nice. Please don't fall off. That'd be really bad if that fell off. Looks pretty accurate. Now quick, build this before it falls off. So go back to the original perspective point. Okay, if I get that correct, that lined up. Yeah, that's lined up now. Now I just need to get the height, which I can just do this again with the, hold on, just teleport me, please. There, with the top. So the top, line that up. Pretty close. Yeah, that's good. So that means go back to the thing, go through here. Oh, well. I guess it's just gonna go to the top of the thing. That's fine. Now take this, do this. Let's rotate this so it's back to 0 degrees then. So this goes to the top, and then we also need to find the point on the screen. That actually looks kind of close to where it actually is. We just gotta move it to what appears to be the right, but was actually that direction. So take a look. Still needs to move a little to the right, or what appears to be the right, and like that, you know, so it's actually correct dimensions and stuff. We're almost done here. Then we'll go back to JToH for a little bit, and then I'll end the stream. That's good enough. One last thing, and then we are finally done. Well, not actually. Haha. Now what we do is gonna be make it so you can't see this through here. Alright. That should work. Now what we do is make this invisible now. This teleporter. And also unavoidable. So do that. So as you walk through, yeah. We could also use some stuff on the floor, some reflectiveness. We're past the hardest part of this, of making this, so we're pretty much done now. Almost. So, hold on, gotta find the point where it stops. It's just after the wind pad, so that's easy enough to figure out. It's gonna be a little bit more than it actually is because it's scaled up, as you know. So look at this point here. Does it disappear? I mean, does it appear not to change drastically? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And I'm noticing some more things clipping through the floor. Okay. Now, we just need to make this into parkour at long last. So, it's gotta be the same color as this force field. So it's gotta be the same color as that force field. Then have metal property, or metal material. Make objects invisible for like 3 seconds. Oh, that should be kind of quite true. Now, I know that you can, like, hold on, wait, we can just delete that. We don't need that. Wait, yeah, we do. Hold on, bring that back. Bring that back, anyway. We need that long, we need this in the background. So, there, that should work. Just small little extra things that, like, I don't know. Only if you're really not looking at them are you gonna not notice that they, like, aren't there. Or if you're looking at, never mind. Well, you know, it's like a half stud here. That should fix that issue. This has got to be Can Collide true. That way, even if you're not first person, it'll work properly. So as you walk through, does it really have the same illusion? Not perfectly. I'll put a sign that explains what you need to do here anyway. So, 0.05. 0.5 studs. We get like a wood-ish color, a wood color. That should be fine. And add text. Whoopsie. You'll have to use the magic non-Euclidean tunnel to reach the wind pad before the timer runs out and the force field reactivates. So let's see, with 3 seconds, you're not going to have time to make it across. With 3 seconds going this way, you will. There. Now we just need to make the... We just need to make some final adjustments to make it work. I want to add... Oh, I can't add an outline. Never mind. That's okay. I was wanting to add an outline to that sign. Now you will be able to clip your arm through there. I kind of don't want that to be possible, so you know what you do, you add a 1 stud gap. I press Control C. Okay, there. And I want this to be, you know, like one of the floating islands in Ring 1. It'll look a little bit better if I do that. Good enough. Hold on, maybe we can move that over a little bit. A little bit more. Actually, hold on. Okay, one last thing I wanted to add. I know this is probably getting kind of boring. We're almost done. I know I said that 10 minutes ago. First person recommended. We'll just say that. First person recommended. Make it 1ST. I think it's less likely to hashtag it that way. How'd you get in the tunnel? Can you walk between the... Oh, you probably dance clip through here, I'll bet. That's okay. If you get in there, if you get in the tunnel, it doesn't really matter. As long as you can't, like, walk through there, which I don't think is possible. Maybe if you walk really slowly to where your character doesn't, like, arms swing. Yeah, I don't know. Even, like, if you can get in there, it's okay. You can laugh clip. Oh. Now, where should the wind pad teleport you to? Maybe just stay... I don't know, didn't I do the other wind pad to just, like, reset parts or something? There are no wind pads, okay. What is happening? Did someone load a lag machine? Someone probably loaded a lag machine obby. Let's see. Where can I put the wind pad to this? Probably just above here. Should be fine. It's not really going to be a very exciting wind room. We can do a 10 by 10 platform. That's way too small, actually. We need a reset part. It's supposed to be green, I think. The green return to lobby bricks. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Neon. Can't glide false. You won the non-Euclidean obby. Good job. Let's make this a little bit darker so it gets rid of the neon glow and I can add text on top that you can read. Hopefully you can read it. Okay, you can. Return to lobby. In cartoon font. That will send you back to the start. Alright, the non-Euclidean obby is finally finished. That took like 2 hours. How long was that? It's quite a while. So here's the whole obby start to finish. It's not very long. So you start by pressing this button, which for 4 seconds will activate this stud over here. Oh, okay, I went a little bit too slow. So this first triangle thing is non-Euclidean because it's like was built around the sphere, as you saw earlier. Okay, so maybe you have to go this way to make it in time. Then this one is like a saddle shape kind of thing. And then you have to use the magic non-Euclidean tunnel to reach the wind pad before the timer runs out and the force field reactivates. First person is recommended. So 3, 2, 1, there we go. Oh, well, hold on. We should have this object be included that. That way it also will deactivate that. There, it'll deactivate both of them, if that makes sense. That way it won't break the illusion as much, at least not as much as it could. There's already plenty of things about this that break the illusion. Let's turn this on for a second. Ta-da! And so, you can't actually go back this way. I could make it so it looks accurate going that way, but there's going to be, like, obbies that are different. That's probably going to be the main thing you'd be able to see through here normally. And I'm not spending 2 hours trying to figure that out again. Anyway, here's how it ends. Just like that. You won the non-Euclidean obby. Good job. Let's capitalize this, because the name of the obby is non-Euclidean obby. I mean, the E is capitalized anyway, because Euclid, or Euclid, I guess is how you pronounce that. Because Euclid is, like, the person who came up with Euclidean geometry. So it's a name, so you capitalize it. Okay, anyway, we're finally done. Just kidding. No, we're not. Haha. We're gonna make this look like a floating island as well. And this be made of wood, not grass, like I just accidentally clicked that. Okay. So, do that, do that. Okay, that looks a lot better. The non-Euclidean obby is finished. Also, notice that I have that thing next to my name because I have the 1,452nd most liked obby. It didn't show that before. It used to only do that for the top 1,000. But there's no featured obbies anymore, apparently. Or, like, no leaderboard. These are still featured obbies. Does that mean mine could be featured on here? I hope it can. That'd be nice. But, yeah. What does it mean by non-Euclidean obby? Yeah, okay. So a non-Euclidean obby, well, non-Euclidean means not Euclidean. So it's like, instead of geometry being on like a flat plane, you know, such as a piece of paper, it's on a curved plane, such as it was here, a sphere, or as it was here, a saddle shape. Or like I think it's actually called a saddle, but you probably know more what I mean by like a Pringle shape, like the shape of a Pringle chip. Whoops, I made this impossible. Sorry about that. Well, so yeah, these are going to be can't true in here, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to be walking over here anyway, so it's fine. Alright, we'll be going back to JToH now. We'll spend a little bit of time in Tower of Tornado Vehemence, and I'll end the stream. This has been going on for 2.5 hours. You guys still playing the obby, or can I leave? Just want to, I mean, they can just reload it, I guess. To Zone 4, Tower of Tornado Vehemence. That's the wrong button. Oopsie. Okay, Tower of Tornado Vehemence time. That was fun building that. I enjoyed that. And I feel like, even though it's like 20 seconds to complete the obby, considering I spent 2 hours to build it, I could definitely make an at least 8-minute video out of that, which I was hoping for. Let me change the thumbnail and title of the stream again. Playing Tower of Tornado Vehemence live. And change the thumbnail to I don't have a specific Tower of Tornado Vehemence thumbnail yet. So it's just the general JToH stream thumbnail. Zone 4, Exosphere. Let's go. Oh, you can't see anything. The screen is black, isn't it? Hello? There we go. Okay. Did I beat Tower of Tornado Vehemence? No, I didn't. So, we'll just see how far I can get here. I think I'm satisfied with the progress I did make earlier in the stream, which was to this elevator section up there. That might be hard to tell what I'm actually, like, pointing to. Also, turn this off. I want to exit the tower first. I don't think it's lagging anymore like it was earlier. Just for no apparent reason. Yeah, it seems good. There's a skip. Interesting. Okay, that's useful. Does it skip any checkpoints? I hope it doesn't. Oh, it still says I'm an obby creator in the title. Hold on. Change that to say Roblox JToH. There. It might skip a checkpoint. I don't know. It probably doesn't, considering it's floor 1. But, I don't know. I'll just take the normal route anyway. Oh, yeah, I did make a typo in the thing. Vehemence. I've updated that like 4 times in the last 2 minutes. Someone beat Tower of Aquatic Contemplation. GG. I press space. I don't like lag. I mean, does anyone? Roro is awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go back to the things to talk about while live streaming. Oh, yes. Okay, I've got quite a rant on this one. So people will sometimes say quarter of insert hour here. So, for example, right now, there's a coincidence that this is happening right now. It's a quarter of, well, for Eastern time, it's a quarter of 4 p.m., which means it's 3:45 Eastern time. Yeah, well, that makes no sense, because if it's a quarter of an hour, wouldn't that mean it's 15 minutes of the hour? It's quarter to, right? Or even if it's a quarter to 4, is that 1 p.m.? See how stupid that is? It should be a quarter to 4. Or better yet, it's 3:45. yeah, that's the whole rant on that. Hello. Whoops, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, okay. Actually, I think you can stand on here when it goes up. So meet Tower of Tornado Vehemence with Tornado, or with Tornado Vehemence. Yeah, that's perfect. I died, bruh. I don't know why I can't even make it to floor 2 randomly. I watched a guide and it doesn't skip a checkpoint, but I don't know if that changed. Why does bruh? Okay, apparently I'm gonna have to take the skip. Chances are I'm not gonna win this tower anyway on this run, so I may as well. So jump there, jump there, jump there. What? Bruh. That guide was from a year ago. Okay. Why? Huh? Waiting. Come on. Finally. Why would I do that? Okay, I'll give this one more attempt. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I guess I'll end stream soon. Jump there, go on the truss, turn around the truss, jump there, ladder flick, wrap around, wait for this to move to there, do that wrap around. I rushed it before, I shouldn't have, I'm lagging. And there we go. Nope. Never mind. I'm gonna end stream now. So come to the Ring 4 lobby, or Zone 4 lobby. Come to lobby for a screenshot. Is that person in this server? Actually, is it? I don't even know if that's in this area. Okay. If you want a screenshot, let's line up here. Screenshot. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to leave a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future streams or videos. This was a lot of fun. So hopefully you had fun as well. I'll see you in the next one, and have a great day. See ya.